My child, I am calling you right now. Stop for a moment, breathe. This is not random. This is not coincidence. If you are hearing these words, it is because heaven has interrupted your day. I have stepped into your scroll, into your routine, into this exact second of your life. I refuse to let you move forward without hearing my voice. You thought you found this by chance, but I guided your eyes. I guided your hands. I guided your timing. Before this moment ever arrived in your life, I saw it. I knew the exact second your heart would be ready to receive what I am about to speak. This is not just content. This is a divine call. This is me reaching into your world and saying, my child, listen carefully. Do not miss this. Big changes are near. You can feel it, can you not? There has been a stirring inside you that you cannot explain. A quiet tension, a sense that something is about to shift. The ground beneath your feet is moving, the season you have known, the waiting, the confusion, the heaviness, the delays. It is ending, and the one I promised is arriving. You have prayed for relief. You have prayed for answers. You have prayed for movement, and now the movement has begun. Even if you cannot yet see it with your natural eyes, I am rearranging things behind the scenes. I am moving pieces into place. I am closing doors you kept trying to reopen. I am unlocking doors you never thought would open. The shift has already started. Are you ready for this? I ask you not to frighten you, but to awaken you, because everything in your life is about to change. The things you thought were permanent are about to move. The things you thought were lost are about to be restored in ways you did not expect. The prayers you whispered in the dark when no one else heard you are closer to being answered than you think. I heard you. I saw the tears you wiped away quickly so no one would notice. I heard the questions in your heart when you asked, Lord, how much longer? My child, the waiting has not been wasted. The silence has not been empty. It was preparation. It was positioning. It was protection. If you are seeing this right now, it is not by accident. I chose this exact moment to reach you. Not yesterday, not next week. Now, right now, you stand at the edge of a decision. Right now, you are about to step into something that will require your faith to stretch beyond what feels comfortable. I know your thoughts. I know your doubts. I know the voice inside you that says, what if this is not for me? But I tell you clearly, this is for you. I do not waste divine interruptions. I do not call without purpose. I do not speak without intention. When I call, it is because destiny is moving. Do not ignore this divine call. Do not treat it lightly. Do not scroll past it as if it were ordinary. What is coming will require your faith, your obedience, and your courage. You cannot carry fear into the next season. You cannot carry hesitation into the door I am opening. The old version of you cannot step fully into what I am releasing. That is why I am speaking now. That is why I am stirring your spirit. I am preparing you before the change becomes visible. If you are still here, it is because something in you already knows this is real. Type in the comments, I receive this word, Lord. Let those words be your declaration of faith today. You have felt pressure recently. You have felt things shifting around you. Some relationships have felt different. Some doors have felt unstable. Some plans have felt uncertain. You wondered if something was wrong. You wondered if you made a mistake. But what you are feeling is transition. When seasons change, the air feels different. When I prepare to elevate you, comfort zones begin to shake. Do not mistake transition for failure. Do not mistake movement for loss. I am not taking from you to harm you. I am removing what cannot go where you are going. My child, you asked me for growth. You asked me for breakthrough. You asked me to change your story. But growth requires stretching. Breakthrough requires pressure. Change requires surrender. I am answering you now, but my answer does not look the way you imagined. It looks like movement. It looks like discomfort before expansion. It looks like doors closing before better ones open. Trust me in this process. I see the full picture. You only see the moment. Big changes are near. Not small adjustments, not minor improvements, big changes. The kind that shift your environment, the kind that alter your mindset, the kind that remove what has drained you and replace it with what strengthens you. I am about to show you what happens when you refuse to give up. I am about to reveal why I allowed certain delays. I am about to prove that my timing is never late. Are you ready for this? Because readiness is not about having every detail figured out. Readiness is about trust. It is about saying, Lord, even if I do not understand everything, I will follow you. It is about releasing the need to control every outcome. It is about believing that I would not call you into something I have not already prepared you for. You are not as unprepared as you think. The battles you survived trained you. The nights you cried strengthened you. The disappointments matured you. You have more strength in you than you realize. If you are seeing this right now, it is because I am drawing a line in the sand of your life. On one side is the old season, the fear, the confusion, the waiting. On the other side is movement, clarity, and purpose. I am calling you forward, but you must choose to step. I will not force you. I invite you. I lead you. I guide you, but you must respond. Comment below, you are wholly worthy and my king. If he rules every corner of your life, the enemy would love for you to dismiss this moment. He would love for you to doubt it, to overthink it, to rationalize it away. Because he knows that when you fully awaken to what I am doing, he loses his hold on your fear. He knows that when you step into obedience, chains begin to break. He knows that when you trust me completely, doors begin to fly open that he cannot shut. My child, this is the beginning of a shift. The heaviness you have carried will not follow you where I am taking you. The confusion that clouded your mind will begin to clear. The prayers that felt unanswered will begin to show signs of movement. But you must stay alert. You must stay close to me. You must prepare your heart. Prepare yourself now. Not with anxiety, but with surrender. Not with panic, but with faith. Spend time with me, guard your peace, let go of bitterness. Release the need for approval, strengthen your trust. Because what is coming will move quickly once it begins, and I want you steady, confident, and anchored in me. This is not random. This is not coincidence. I am calling you. Big changes are near. Everything in your life is about to shift, and I would not be speaking this to you if I had not already gone ahead of you to prepare the way. So lift your head, open your heart. The season is turning, the ground is shifting, and you, my child, are standing at the doorway of something greater than you have ever seen. My child, I led you here for a reason, and I am not finished speaking to you yet. If these words have stirred something in you, stay close. Press the subscribe button now. I will continue to call you by name. There is more I need to speak over your life. My child, I am calling you. Yes, you, not the crowd, not the world, you. This moment is not drifting through your life by chance. It is not a random word crossing your path. It is not something you stumbled into by accident. I have interrupted your routine. I have stepped into your timeline. I have reached into your present with intention. This is a divine appointment, and I need you to understand the seriousness of what is happening right now. I planned this moment before you were born. Before your first breath filled your lungs, before your name was spoken on earth, I knew there would be a day when you would hear these words. I saw this second long before you did. I marked it, I prepared it, I reserved it for you. You may think you chose to listen. You may believe you found this on your own. But I tell you gently and firmly, I guided you here. I stirred your curiosity. I allowed the pause in your day. I created the stillness that made you stop. Heaven does not initiate passively. Heaven initiates with purpose. And I am initiating contact with you now because a major transition is approaching in your life. I will not allow you to walk into what is coming without first hearing my voice clearly. I refuse to let you move blindly into your next season. My child, this is not entertainment. This is not background noise. This is sacred. I am speaking into your present because your future is beginning to shift. You have sensed it. There has been an unusual stirring in your spirit, a quiet awareness that something is changing, even if nothing visible has yet moved. That stirring is not anxiety, it is preparation. When I formed you and shaped your spirit with purpose, I also designed your timeline. I knew the seasons you would walk through. I knew the struggles that would test you, and I knew there would come a day when you would need to hear me clearly, urgently. Without confusion, this is that day. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are right on the edge of something significant, and that is why I am calling you now. Heaven does not speak without reason. I do not interrupt without purpose. If I am raising my voice in your direction, it is because what is ahead requires alignment. There are moments in life that are gentle, but there are also turning points. Sacred intersections where decisions matter deeply. You are standing at one of those intersections now. You may not see the signposts yet, but I see the full picture, and I am preparing you before the door opens. My child, do not minimize this moment. Do not treat it as ordinary. I am drawing your attention because your life is about to pivot. The patterns that have defined your recent season will not continue the same way. The environment around you will begin to respond to the shift I am releasing. Some things will close. Some things will open. Some people will step back. Some opportunities will step forward. This is not chaos. This is orchestration. And I am the conductor. You have prayed for change. You have whispered, Lord, I cannot stay in this same place forever. You have asked me to move, to act, to intervene. I heard every word, but understand this. When I move, I prepare you first. When I shift your season, I align your heart before I alter your surroundings. That is what I am doing now. I am aligning you. I am steadying you. I am calling your attention upward so that when movement begins, you recognize it as my hand and not as coincidence. Please support our channel. Our work is meant to bring light into your life and encourage your devotion to God. If you wish to support our mission, you can donate through Super Thanks. This is a divine interruption, and interruptions are rarely comfortable. They break routine, they demand focus, they call for awareness, but they are necessary when destiny is about to change direction. If I allowed you to remain distracted, you might miss the signal. If I allowed you to remain passive, you might hesitate at the wrong time, so I am speaking clearly. I am calling you firmly. I am awakening your spirit intentionally. You may feel unprepared. You may ask, why me? Why now? But I chose this timing with precision. You have endured enough to carry what is coming. The tears you shed were not wasted. The disappointments you survived were not meaningless. They strengthened you quietly and built resilience inside you that you do not even fully recognize yet. My child, I am not calling you because you are perfect. I am calling you because you are positioned. You are standing exactly where I knew you would stand at this hour. Even your mistakes did not disqualify you. Even your doubts did not cancel my plan. Nothing has surprised me. You are still chosen for what is ahead. The next chapter will require clarity. It will require courage. It will require obedience that moves beyond comfort. I am not asking you to leap blindly. I am asking you to listen deeply. I am asking you to trust that when I call, I lead. When I interrupt, I protect. When I speak urgently, it is because something precious is at stake. You have felt stuck at times. You questioned why the pace felt slow. But what you interpreted as delay was positioning. I was teaching you patience. Because the next season moves faster than the last, and speed without maturity would have overwhelmed you. This moment is intentional. Let that truth settle deeply inside you. You are not randomly here. You are not randomly hearing this. You are not randomly being stirred. I am calling you because transition is near, and before transition becomes visible, it becomes spiritual. Before doors open outwardly, they open inwardly. I am opening something inside you right now, an awareness, a seriousness, a readiness. My child, the atmosphere around your life is shifting. You may not see it yet, but you will feel it more strongly in the days ahead. Conversations will change. Opportunities will appear unexpectedly. Situations that felt permanent will begin to move. Do not panic when that happens. Do not cling to what I am adjusting. Remember this moment. Remember that I told you before it arrived. I do not surprise my children without preparation. That is why I am here now. That is why I am calling you. That is why your heart feels awakened. This is your divine interruption. This is your sacred pause. This is heaven leaning close and saying, pay attention. The next steps in your life will not look like the last ones. The rhythm is changing, the pace will shift, and I am preparing you so that you do not resist what I am releasing. So quiet your fear. Set aside your doubt. Stop telling yourself that this is for someone else. I am speaking to you. I am calling you. I am aligning you. And what is coming will confirm that this moment was never random. It was appointed. It was designed. You are not stumbling into change. You are being led into it. And I, who planned this moment before you were born, will walk with you into every step of what comes next. If this word is touching something deep inside you, type in the comments, "I am ready, Lord." Let it be your declaration. Let it stand as your agreement with what I am releasing over your life in this new season. My child, the season you have been standing in is ending. I need you to hear that clearly. It is not lingering. It is not permanent. It is not your forever. The chapter marked by confusion, delay, and silent battles is closing. You have lived in it long enough to believe it might define you, but my child, this was never meant to be your permanent address. It was a passage, not a destination. You have asked me many times, Lord, why does it feel like nothing is moving? I saw the frustration behind those words. I saw how the stillness began to feel like rejection. I saw how the delay began to feel like punishment. But stagnation was not punishment. It was preparation. What felt like being held back was actually being built up. What felt like restriction was refinement. I was not withholding to harm you. I was shaping you for what your next season requires. There were lessons you could not learn in comfort. There were strengths you could not develop in ease. There were places in your heart that needed to be exposed so they could be healed. The quiet season revealed things about your heart. It showed you where your trust was fragile. It revealed where your identity was tied to outcomes instead of to me. That was not cruelty. That was care. I know the silence felt heavy. I know there were days you prayed and felt no immediate response, and you wondered if I had stepped back. But my silence was not absence. It was positioning. I was clearing paths behind the scenes. I was closing doors that would have trapped you in smaller versions of your future. My child, the season of confusion is ending. The fog that clouded your vision will begin to lift. Clarity is coming. The same God who allowed the quiet is now releasing the answer. The same God who permitted the wait is now initiating the movement. The delay was training. When nothing was happening outwardly, everything was happening inwardly. You were learning endurance. You were learning to trust without visible evidence. You were learning to stand when emotions fluctuated. That strength will be necessary in what is next. The next season will move faster. It will require quicker decisions. It will demand stronger faith. And if you had not been strengthened in the waiting, the acceleration would have overwhelmed you. You thought you were stuck, but you were being rooted. Roots grow in hidden places. They deepen in silence. They strengthen where no one sees. That is what I have been doing in you. You have been growing deeper, not standing still. The pain you endured was not wasted. The disappointments that shook you were not random. I saw each one. I measured each one, and I used each one. They stripped away illusions. They revealed who truly stands with you and who was only passing through. They forced you to rely on me when other supports fell away. That was not abandonment, that was training. My child, the season of feeling unseen is closing. You felt overlooked. You felt like your efforts were unnoticed. You felt like others were advancing while you remained in place. But I was watching. I was measuring your growth by faithfulness, not by visibility. And now that character will carry you into open spaces. Do not despise what you have walked through. Do not label it as wasted time. It was sacred ground. It was a classroom. It was preparation for what is coming. You could not have entered your next season with the same mindset you had before. You could not have stepped into larger responsibility without deeper humility. So I allowed the process, and now I tell you gently but firmly. The season is ending. The heavy atmosphere you have grown accustomed to will begin to shift. The constant internal questioning will quiet. The feeling of pushing against invisible walls will fade. What once felt blocked will begin to open, not because you forced it, but because the timing has arrived. You will notice subtle changes first. Peace will return in places that once felt tense. Opportunities will begin to align in ways that surprise you. Conversations will carry new clarity. Your own confidence will feel different. That is not coincidence. That is transition. The training period is concluding. The application season is beginning. Carry what you learned. Carry the patience you developed. Carry the humility you embraced. Carry the deeper dependence on me. Those qualities are the reason you are ready. My silence was never meant to crush you. It was meant to anchor you. My delay was never meant to discourage you. It was meant to discipline you in trust. My quiet was not rejection, it was repositioning. I was aligning your path with the future I designed long ago. You are not the same person you were at the beginning of this season. You are wiser. You are less easily shaken. You have learned to pray with sincerity instead of desperation. You have learned to wait without collapsing. That growth was invisible to others, but it was powerful now. As this season closes, do not carry bitterness about the wait. Release the resentment toward the delay. Enter your new season with gratitude for the training, because what is ahead requires the version of you that was shaped in the quiet. My child, I am not closing this season abruptly. I am transitioning you intentionally. I am shifting you carefully. You will not stumble into the next chapter unprepared. You will walk into it grounded. The waiting period has strengthened your foundation, and when new blessings begin to rise, they will stand firm, because your roots are deep. Take a breath now. Let hope rise again. The long stretch of heaviness is not your permanent reality. The confusion that once clouded you will not define you. The delay that once discouraged you will soon make sense. You are moving out of survival and into movement. You are stepping out of training and into demonstration. The season is ending, not because you demanded it, but because you endured it. Not because you forced change, but because you grew through the process. And as you step forward, you will see that nothing you suffered was wasted. It was shaping you for something greater than you can imagine. My child, big changes are near. Not small adjustments, not minor improvements. A shift is approaching that will move things in ways you did not expect. You have felt the trembling beneath the surface. You have sensed that the atmosphere around your life is not the same as it was before. That feeling is not your imagination. It is not anxiety. It is transition. I am opening spiritual doors that no one can close. And when those doors begin to move, everything connected to them must also adjust. You have prayed for new beginnings, but new beginnings require endings. You have asked for elevation, but elevation demands release. I am not only opening doors in front of you, I am also closing doors behind you. Some relationships will shift. Some environments will no longer feel comfortable. Some conversations will no longer align with who you are becoming. Do not panic when this happens. It is not loss. It is alignment. There are people who walked with you in your last season who cannot walk with you into the next one. Not because they are evil, not because you must hate them, but because their role in your life was for a chapter, not for the whole story. When the season changes, the cast sometimes changes too. Do not cling to what I am gently removing. If I allow someone to exit, trust that I have measured their time in your life carefully. I am not reckless with your connections. Some relationships will grow deeper. Others will grow distant. You may feel sadness at first. You may question why certain bonds feel strained. But understand this. When I elevate you spiritually, everything that cannot rise with you will begin to feel heavy. And heaviness cannot travel into higher ground. I am not stripping you to hurt you. I am lightening you so you can move freely. Big changes are near, and some of them will feel uncomfortable. Comfort zones are rarely where destiny unfolds. You have grown used to certain patterns, certain routines, certain emotional habits. But the mindset that carried you through survival cannot carry you into expansion. I am shifting how you think. I am stretching how you see yourself. I am correcting the quiet doubts that once limited you. The old voice that said, "I cannot," is being replaced with a steady confidence that says, "With God I can." You may feel restless. You may feel like something inside you is urging you forward, even when your surroundings look the same. That restlessness is holy. It is my spirit preparing you for movement. When a door is about to open, there is often a stirring before the moment arrives. When a new chapter begins, there is often a tension that signals growth. Do not interpret that tension as instability. It is preparation. New opportunities will appear suddenly. Things you stopped expecting will surface again in unexpected ways. Invitations will come. Ideas will ignite. Pathways that once seemed closed will reopen with clarity. Do not hesitate when they appear. The same God who prepared you in silence is now activating movement. I do not open doors accidentally. When something presents itself in this next season, bring it to me in prayer. But do not shrink back in fear. Some environments will no longer fit you. Places that once felt familiar will begin to feel restrictive. You may wonder why. What once satisfied you now feels limiting. That is growth. When a child outgrows shoes, it does not mean the shoes were bad. It means they were for an earlier stage. You are outgrowing certain spaces. Do not force yourself to remain small to keep others comfortable. This shift will require courage. When I stretch you, it may feel like pressure. When I elevate you, it may feel like exposure. But I am not exposing you to shame you. I am positioning you to shine. You have hidden long enough. You have played safe long enough. You have minimized yourself long enough. Big changes are near because your capacity has expanded. You may notice that your tolerance for negativity decreases. Conversations that once entertained you will feel draining. Distractions that once consumed your time will lose their appeal. That is not arrogance. That is maturity. Your spirit is becoming more sensitive to what builds you and what weakens you. Follow that sensitivity. It is guidance. Understand this clearly. I am orchestrating everything. Nothing is random. Nothing is slipping through my hands. If something leaves, I allowed it. If something arrives, I sent it. You do not see the full map, but I do. I am aligning circumstances, shifting timelines, moving people, and opening paths simultaneously. What looks chaotic to you is coordination in my hands. You may experience moments of doubt during this shift. You may ask, Lord, is this really you? Bring those questions to me. I am not offended by your need for reassurance, but do not allow fear to paralyze you. The enemy will attempt to whisper, change means danger. He will try to convince you that staying where you are is safer, but staying stagnant is not safety. When I am calling you forward, there is no safe ground in standing still. What is happening in your life is not meaningless upheaval. It is intentional transition. The discomfort is temporary. The growth is permanent. Some answers will come disguised as opportunity that requires effort. Do not overlook them because they do not appear effortless. The next season will require your participation. I am not carrying you into it alone. I am walking with you. But you will step forward with me. Big changes are near, and they are necessary. The version of you that has been shaped in quiet training is ready for visible impact. You cannot remain in preparation forever. There comes a time when training becomes action. There comes a time when hidden growth becomes visible fruit. That time is approaching. You will look back and realize that every closed door protected you. Every delay strengthened you. Every uncomfortable moment put you into alignment. You will see that I was never absent. I was orchestrating. I was arranging details you did not have the vision to see yet. My child, lift your head. This is not the end. This is the beginning. What is coming will exceed what you left behind. What I am releasing over your life cannot be compared to what you endured to receive it. Do not look back with regret. Do not grieve what was removed. Every ending I authored was an act of love. Every door I shut was protection wearing a different face. Walk forward, my child. Walk with your eyes open and your heart surrendered. I am with you in every step. I was with you in the silence, and I will be with you in everything that follows. The season is turning, the ground is shifting, and you, my child, are standing at the doorway of something greater than you have ever seen. Trust me, step forward. I have already gone before you. Type, I hear your whisper, Lord, in the comments if this message echoed in your heart, and share this video with someone who needs to hear my voice today.